Hello, hello. Welcome to the Gig Economy Podcast, episode 270. What are we talking about? Lyft pays up, Uber gets sued. Take a
I
number.
haven't heard that one before.
And robots take the sidewalk. AI gave me that. That doesn't sound right. Robots take the sidewalk. Should be robots take over the sidewalk. Yeah, I copied and pasted that shit. That's not on me. Go to gigeconomyshow.com for everything podcast related. I want to mention our Patreon members. What is happening? Sorry, I got out of this. There we go. Samson from Grand Rapids, Bud from North Carolina, Omar from Detroit, Delivery Cats from Michigan, Frank, I got a burp, from Philly, Tom from Volo, Illinois, Jim from Connecticut, Miguel from GR, Linda from Tampa, Jerry from Kentucky, Faith from Las Vegas, and Metal Kickass from Louisiana. We did have someone else sign up for a 7-day trial, so that is up for you. If you are interested to join the Patreon, you get a 7-day trial, any of the tiers that you would, if you want to try it out. How's it going, Larry? Gabe?
Yeah, going well.
Going good.
Awesome. So Larry, Telegram group. Oh, fuck me. Six ways from Sunday. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can find it.
That's even
Wait, hold on.
better.
No, that's Faith. Okay. All right. Go ahead with I'm ready.
We're ready. All right.
Sorry.
That's all right. It's all good.
You going to talk about the Telegram?
Yeah, you ready?
I said I was ready.
Well, then you're doing all this stuff. So our Telegram group, that's how we communicate. And it's like a texting program, but you can also do video and voice messages. It's really nice to do voice messages when you're out driving. You don't want to text and drive. We talk about gig work. We talk about what apps are popping. Talk about any new apps that are coming out that we're trying. And it's just a good way to talk with other people who are doing gig work and, make some friends and not feel so lonely out on the road.
I keep seeing somebody pop up in your background, Larry.
Yeah, that's my son. My son's here from St. Louis.
Oh, I'm waiting for Gabe to present or Larry to present the clip of the week.
I saw Gabe was good. I saw Gabe was getting ready to say something about that.
I thought he was laughing at it.
No, so we also do a feature every week. It's called the clip of the week, and from our Telegram group.
And Larry didn't get to hear it because I failed miserably. But
I'm going to be as surprised as you guys.
All right. Well, you're not going to be surprised because it's from you.
Oh,
there have been tons of day parties here on campus. All the girls are in Daisy Duke shorts and bikini tops. I guess that makes up for almost getting killed by a driver going down the wrong way on a one-way street, I guess.
That's even better.
So that's it. Larry talking about Daisy Dukes and bikini tops. That doesn't happen very often. By the way, I did see somebody in your background too, and I didn't say anything earlier. I thought it was some sort of glitch in the Matrix, but that's your son. Okay, just so we know that you don't have a ghost in the back room.
Yeah, I don't know. There's nobody else here but me. I don't know what y'all talking about.
Well, I saw them sitting there and then they disappeared, and then I was like, so I'm staring, trying to figure out what's going on.
You know how these virtual backgrounds are. Sometimes if you lean the wrong way or something, it kind of bleeds through.
For sure. On TikTok, Dash Burritos joined, and he had a couple of from Iowa. Oh no, that's Blue Skies from Iowa. Hi, Iowa, Blue Skies. Has anyone ever gotten the privilege of working Delivery Panda? I've never even heard of that. I don't know where that person is, but
what that is, but the way he has the privilege in quotes there, it doesn't sound like it's probably.
It doesn't sound like it's a good thing.
No, it doesn't.
All right. Well, he or she answers that. We'll do stories from the road. I grinded all weekend. I probably worked maybe 14 hours and I made $400, so it's okay. I think it was $4 or $30 an hour. Yeah. So I'm happy with that. I don't really have any stories at all, and just it was just working. I did Spark, couldn't get a route on Saturday, Sunday. I did end up getting a route. Of course, when I was home and like in my mind, I had said to myself, I'm done working. But you know how you still kind of look at the app and you're just kind of like, maybe. And then I got a route and then I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
And then, of course, it had rained on either Saturday or Friday night. And I was mud running. I was in like these butt fuck areas. And the mud is still coming off my car. It gets underneath that trim part on your door, and then we would get rain, and then it would drip off and spray. It's still a hot mess. What about you, Larry?
Yeah, it was a very busy Saturday. It was parent and family day at WKU. They always have a football game and Parents' Day. So lots of people in town. The Harley drags were also going on at Beach Bend Raceway. They do that twice a year. That brings in a ton of people to watch the drags. It's a really fun time. So a lot of people in town. Very busy day. Made really good money. I didn't have anything too crazy. Did have one girl that night, the same dorm that I had that girl a few weeks ago that fell down as soon as she got out of my car.
You got the one that said you looked 20?
Yes.
Okay.
And so this girl was not as intoxicated, but she was telling me this story about because I think I told her that story because I was going to the same dorm, and she's like, yeah, she's like, me and my friend were in an Uber last week, and she was pretty drunk, and we got there, and like she couldn't move, and she's like, the dude let me like park his car. She's like, even though I was drunk, and then he carried her up to our dorm room, and I'm like, he carried her up to your dorm room?
Oh no,
the Uber driver. I was like, that not happening here.
That's some freaking red flags there.
Yes, it is. Yeah. And then she did a picture with me from her Instagram, and then she messaged me the next day. He's like, I don't want my parents to see that. Can you take it down?
Oh, you put it up on Instagram?
Well, yeah, because we do want a picture for my Instagram, and so she did. We did a picture, and then the next day she messaged me that afternoon. She's like, "Can you take that down?" I'm like, "Sure. If you want me to take it down, I'm more than happy to. Not a problem. I don't want to cause any trouble for anybody." So
what you should have done is you should have photoshopped a dildo by her mouth or something and locked it up like that. Like if you're gonna. What is she worried about? Did she look that drunk or something that she was worried, or maybe she
look at my Instagram once in a while, you know.
I don't go on Instagram. I don't know. There's too many apps. I'm TikTok and Facebook. That's it.
I don't know. I don't dwell into it. If they ask me to take it down, I'll take it down.
Yeah, no, I'm just fucking with you.
Yeah, but nothing too crazy besides that. But very busy. Had made good money. We had some surge, pretty decent. I think I got some $10-$12 surges.
Okay.
nice.
So yeah, had a very profitable day.
Dash Burrito says in San Diego it's an Asian restaurant only. Bubba Sue popped in for that, but he goes, they have one thing going for them. It's their new alert.
New order alert.
Yeah. It says, what does it say? It says in the most comically Asian accent, you have a new order. I'm not going to do it on here. I'm just going to tell you.
Get us canceled, man.
But you can just think in your head. All you got to do is think. I'm not going to be that person.
Yeah, it says it's a free app that allows independent contractors to deliver orders from a Hungry Panda to customers.
Is like Hungry Panda like a big
It's a global platform for overseas Chinese and Asian foodies that offers a wide variety of Asian cuisine.
Okay. Bubba Sue says alert is so annoying. Well, I don't know. It's 1-to-1. Some person what's his name? Dash Burrito says
that's the best thing going for it.
I want to hear it now. Can somebody send it to me? I want to hear it.
Please do.
Yeah, I want to hear that. That would be great. Gabe, did you have any stories at all, or?
I tried out the new Amazon warehouse today in Ypsi. Beautiful. Like it's a beautiful warehouse.
Is it different?
No, it's like the other ones, but there's nobody outside like telling you where to go. There's no signs, so they have all the lanes blocked off with cones, and so you're like, where do I go? And you know how they have like Bay A, Bay B, Bay C, and so like those are all blocked, so we're all like driving up and we're just kind of sitting there because no one's out, and we're like, well, what do we do? And they're full. And everything's blocked up, and so it was kind of a mess, but all of the routes are tightly packed.
Okay.
Like you get a shit ton of packages, and it was a lot of businesses. apartments. I definitely got my cardio in today.
Okay.
But it was smooth.
Well, that's
So
good.
I guess we'll see how it goes. This is only the third time I've seen a block pop up there.
Is it closer to
month.
where you live?
So it's further from where I live, but from where I work, it's closer. Yeah.
You said Bay A, B, and C. So we don't. Grand Rapids still doesn't have that. We wait outside and they just give us a cart.
Yeah. So you have bays you can pull up under. So we'll see how it goes. I don't know. There wasn't a lot of cars there, so I don't know if they're super busy or not.
Okay. Well, I'm sure they'll get busy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What else? DoorDash kept me very busy. I'm kind of fighting with them right now. I don't like their shopper program because you get dinged even if the store is out of stock.
Yeah.
Even if you replace the item, you get dinged.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
So, all the college kids are back. The stores still haven't caught on to what they need to stock. So I'm doing this back and forth where I get it for like an order or two. And then I get an order where they're out of stock of like 5 things. I replace them, but then it dings me down and brings me just below. And I'm just like, okay.
Yeah.
So now I'm like,
You don't get the good orders.
yeah. Other than that.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
If you're on TikTok, just FYI, you can go to YouTube for the full feature. Once we hit 1,000 subscribers, we're going to be able to stream properly to TikTok. But if you go to YouTube and search the Gig Economy podcast, you can comment there. All that stuff. It's on.
So definitely share the show on TikTok and get all your friends to subscribe so we can get to that 1,000 point.
All right. Bubba Sue said there's a workaround for that. I'll message you. So there you go, Gabe.
All right.
Nice.
All right, gig economy in the news. First, I need to. Some of these explain what they are, and some of them don't. And I'm like, oh, okay, no, this one's kind of interesting. So this is a picture of Lyft, and it has some different tips on it, or different information.
Yeah.
It said rider tipped on 88% of the rides, and rider is usually ready at pickup. So I thought that was really interesting. It could be complete bullshit to pressure you to take the ride, but I don't know. If it's not, I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, I was really hoping because before I went out on Saturday, you had added that to our chat, and I had an update for ready to do on my Lyft app. So I was hoping that would be on there, but I did the update and it's not here yet. So they're probably testing it out in their usual markets that they test stuff out in. But
yeah,
it'd be good to know. But do you think that's going to start causing, they're always worried about drivers discriminating against passengers because of, whether it's their name or their picture. And hey, you say tip 0% of the time, people are not going to pick them up.
Lion Buckeyes on TikTok says, I leave people if they're not out in 2 minutes. I mean, but then you don't get the cancellation fee, although it's not great. I mean, it's like $3, and if it's in a busy market, I mean, I guess if you leave and you're not worried about that $3, I guess. But
if it's busy, it's a busy time, and you just get another ride.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
He says no car seats. So every time you cancel, you just say, but you still don't get the money, right? You still gotta wait. I don't know. It's been so long since I did rideshare.
Yeah, I don't know. You might. If you say no car seat, maybe you don't have to wait.
Well, clearly that's what he does. Oh,
he says it gets paid. So
damn, I don't know, man. That's
there's a little tip from Mr. Buckeyes.
Yeah. I don't know if I do that too much, but I mean, if it works for you, I guess. So yeah, I'm excited for it. But yeah, you're right. Talking about the discrimination. If they're a low tipper, but DoorDash sends out that message like, hey, you might want to tip, or your order might sit around. So
still hasn't made much change.
I mean, you would think they'd want to put that message out, because then that supplements what they have to pay. You know what I mean? Because that's what, I feel like a lot of restaurants around here, and I'm sure you've seen it, Larry, or not even restaurants, fucking Jiffy Lube or something like that kind of place is turning the thing around and says, hey, do you want to tip 20%? Because they're going to say they're going to be able to reduce their wages if they can average, a certain amount with tips. Right. So I'm not. I'm just surprised that they're not pushing the tipping thing more.
Yeah.
I thought, didn't Uber used to? They used to put a little note that said something about them being a tipper on before you accepted it.
I don't.
They were
remember that.
trying it here, and then it went away.
Yeah, I don't think we ever had it.
I do remember something like that. I can't remember exactly the phrasing it was.
Yeah.
I never saw it as a driver, but I'm sure we've talked about it. So, but yeah, I don't know. I think it's good. Anything to inform us, to give us more information on to accept the ride. Again, it could be bullshit. I don't know. I mean, that's one thing I like about Spark. You get everything up front. You get whatever they order. You get everything before you make
Instacart.
Yeah, Instacart does that too.
Yep, you can see miles, how many items, units, what the tip is, what the base pay is.
Okay,
That's
well,
how it should be. I mean,
yeah. I mean, I don't do Instacart, but yeah, I didn't know they gave you that much information. But yeah, that's how it should be. Because if there's 7 cases of water, I'm not fucking taking it. Even if it's a great tip.
Can you imagine? You imagine like you're a house painter, and these people call you, and they're like, "All right, we're going to pay you $70. You know what? $150 to come paint. Well, how many rooms I paid? You're not going to know until you're done.
Until you get here.
How many coats you want? I'm not going to tell you that. I'm not
Yeah.
going to tell you that until you're done. But
Yeah.
do you want the job?
Yeah, that's about it. Like it sounds absurd, right? But that's
Yes,
kind of what we're
because
doing
it is. Yeah,
on a
it
smaller
is.
scale.
Yeah, it is.
Well, I think DoorDash does in a way, and they don't in a way. So like they hide tips, right? Sometimes,
Mhm.
but if it's a shopping order, you can click on the arrow and see the items before you accept it.
Yeah, but I would say DoorDash gives you everything but the tip.
Yep.
But they do. They give you the address, they give you the items and all that stuff. But yeah, they don't tell you what the tip is. I mean, kind of a lot of the other apps too, really. I mean, Uber Uber gives you the tip on food orders and stuff like that.
Yeah, it'll
They
say
give you everything too. So it just sounds like it's DoorDash is the only one that's kind of hiding the tip.
Mhm.
And no one likes to hide the tip.
That's what she said.
All right. Larry, TikTok.
Yeah, so this is a looks like somebody who's probably a shopper of some kind. I don't know if it's Walmart Spark or Instacart
Doesn't matter.
or whatever it is, but she's not having a good time.
She's probably still recovering. It's 8 seconds.
This was a little rough.
Nothing beats Get2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's
All right, let's
Yeah.
watch that again. Like I could feel that. Like she didn't even try to. Like, I
No,
know
she had groceries in both
I know,
hands.
but
Didn't even lift them like to try to brace herself or nothing. I mean, she just hit flat face first.
Okay, let's watch it again.
nothing beats Get2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's
she didn't even say anything after she fell.
I was just
No.
gonna say that. No grunt. I would be
Yeah, no-
MFing,
Oh yeah.
JCing. God help me. I'd be going, oh, like it was just like whatever.
Yeah. The people inside that house would be hearing an earful.
Yeah, I mean, and it's not no one's fault, but like when you hit yourself like that, I mean, jeez.
Is it
Yeah.
because it was dark and she couldn't see?
I mean, it didn't look lit up. I mean, that
No, it did
view
not
I
look
think
lit
is
up.
from the camera that whatever they put they have a little. I think actually it has a little light on it.
Yeah.
Mine does.
Because it looked like she didn't really raise her foot at all. Like it looked like she just hit it dead on. So yeah, it probably was not lit up.
Let's just blame it on the customer.
Yeah, she didn't catch it just a little bit. She caught it full on.
I mean, you look at the front door, then even if you can't see, you're kind of like, why I mean, she was heavy pace walking. Like she didn't even hesitate. She's like,
No, full speed ahead. Boom.
So that's the tip of the day. Make sure if you can't see the steps, maybe set the groceries down, get your flashlight out, get a headlamp on, whatever.
Something.
Oh man.
Bubba Sue says she's done it. Face on. We've all kind of tripped. I usually do it when I'm looking at my phone trying to clear the stop and I miss a step and I just kind of
Yeah, it's funny. Faith said, I told the owner, please don't put this on TikTok.
Oh. Or if you do, like, share it with me or tag me in it or something.
Exactly. Give me some credit here.
All right, moving on. Uber driver stands up to entitled passenger. We're gonna watch that. I don't know. There's really not much to say. Basically, he's an Uber driver, and he tells her to shut the fuck up. Basically, minute 26.
Can you get your seatbelt?
You don't have to tell me. I'm trying to do this. I'm gonna put it on. I know I have to put it on.
You know, ma'am, you should be put on the LC when I stop driving. So it's safety. I don't want to get pulled over.
And if you get pulled over, I'll get charged a ticket, not you.
Yeah, but I don't want to get pulled over.
But you don't have a reason to be pulled over. We're not doing anything illegal. The children have on their seatbelt. I'm an adult to a kid.
But you have to.
But I understand that, and I said I would. But you're not talking to your wife or a child.
No, I just asked you.
Okay, and I said okay. So you should have left it at that. Okay is okay. Again, I'm not your wife or your child.
You know, ma'am.
No, you know, sir. Y'all be having things messed up. I'm not a kid. I know what I'm supposed to do. You don't rush me. I'm not rushing you. It doesn't matter to me. Make sure when you end the ride, you call them and let them know. Because
I have a camera up. I don't have nothing to argue with you, man.
Can you end the ride? Let them know that you ended the ride.
Yeah, please get on my car, please.
Ignorant bitch. Come on, y'all. Let's get out of his car. Fucking hunky ass bitch. You don't belong over here anyway, bitch.
Hey, man.
You better hope ICE don't pick your goofy ass up. Get out of his car.
Wow.
Yeah. She
didn't like
going.
I love that's the go-to if you're Hispanic now. You get mad and you say, "Oh, I'm going to call ICE on you." Like, shut the fuck up.
And it's different. I don't know what state that was in, but she said, if I don't have seatbelt on, I'm going to get the ticket. That's not true in a lot of states. The driver gets the ticket in a lot of
really
states.
interesting.
Yes. Yeah, but you can look it up.
I think in Michigan, the person who doesn't wear it gets the ticket.
Yeah, I believe you're right. The thing she said also too is like she's an adult, she won't get the ticket. No, that's only in the back seat, bro, not in the front. Yeah. Like if you're over 16, you cannot get a ticket, at least in Michigan, for not wearing your seatbelt in the back. So
I guess when people sit up front, I wait until they put their seatbelt on before I start. But that's also because my car will continue to beep.
Well, mine too. I know. I was going to bring that up. That car wasn't making a ding at all.
Yeah. I was surprised about that because mine will ding like, annoyingly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, she was disrespectful. I mean, and for the amount of time she bitching, she could just put the seatbelt on. He should have pulled over right away. You know what I mean? And he needs to fix the ding because that will motivate people. Unless they're wasted, they never hear it because they're so drunk. Yeah. But if they're sober, they're like, "Oh God, that's annoying. I got to put my seatbelt on." So,
yeah, usually it's one of the drunk people's friends from the back seat. They're like, "Put on your damn seatbelt."
Yeah, it's annoying.
They're like, "Huh? What? Oh, is that me?"
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. He says he stands up. I don't think he kind of stood up. Like he obviously ended the ride. Well, she kind of said pull over at the end, right? And then he's like, "I'm going to end it." I don't know.
Yeah, it was hard to tell if he said he was going to end the ride or she wanted him to end the ride. That wasn't real clear. That might have happened before the video. That might have been discussed.
Well, and when you read it, like I'm thinking that she starts and he's like, he puts the hammer down and he just kind of was.
Yeah.
No, I mean, no, ma'am.
He was respectful. I mean, I got to give him that. I don't think I would be as respectful.
Right.
But then he was like, he was like, well, I have a camera. She didn't care about that. She was going to call him a honky and that ICE was going to pick him up. So,
yeah, but like, she's like, be sure you call him and tell him you're ending the ride. Like, we don't do that.
Yeah.
we don't call them. As soon as I end the ride, they know that I ended the ride.
Yeah. We don't talk to dispatch and tell him that we're ending the ride. So, yeah. And I love it how
we couldn't get a hold of somebody if we wanted to.
Exactly. if you're, what is the top? Is it platinum or diamond? Diamond. Can you even talk to somebody at diamond level, or you just get priority like email support? I don't think you can even call them anymore.
I don't know. It's been a while since I've been diamond.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, I know. I know I had talked this summer about the tiers, and I don't.
Yeah,
remember.
I think it's gone all to chat. I think.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, it's great for some things when there's a huge language barrier, but also it's tough to explain something on chat sometimes. That's why I love Telegram. Going back to Telegram, like trying to type out a 4-minute message, like I can get my point across if I have voice, even though I don't like talking on the phone. So
exactly.
But yeah. We got a lot of videos tonight.
Yeah.
Sometimes those weeks happen. We just share a lot of funny stuff.
Yeah.
Larry, this is
we've shown a lot of videos with the little delivery robots that a lot of the companies are using now. Trying to save money. They don't have to pay drivers to go out. They invest in these little robots. So this is a little robot that he's not, he's kind of taking his little robot life in his own hands here. Point out in the graphic.
We have actually 2 robot videos tonight. I'll show you. This is 9 seconds. It's just comical.
That brake action, though.
Yeah, I'm surprised that fire truck didn't just run over it and keep going.
Well, I know, but I'm impressed with the robot like stopping on a dime like that. Like it kind of was like, oh shit.
But then the robot's like, I'm going first, man.
I mean, a lot of I think it's different now, because maybe people are more sue happy, but as an emergency response person, you have to clear the road
intersection, right?
Yeah, you can't just blow through it like you're like even on a high-speed chase, and you don't see those much anymore just because how dangerous they are.
Yeah,
but you got to slow down and clear the intersection.
It is definitely their responsibility to clear the intersection before they go through.
So technically, if he would have hit that thing, the driver would have been at fault, not the robot.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just loved how it hit the brakes. Like
it was like
it goes up.
Wonder if there was any drinks in it.
Oh yeah, just sloshed over everywhere.
You better have like a McDonald's bag in there. Their system is really great, but the lid on tight there. Shit, forgot what this was.
This one fared better than our later video. I'll just say that.
Oh, I didn't even watch the other one. I just threw it in there. So here we go. What do you guys think of this? You're getting your free dog distance device. I'm not going to read the whole thing. This is from Amazon Flex. And I know those things. I've seen them before. I've actually had one for a while, try to get my dog. It's the dogs are not going to like it. I'll just put it that way. Like,
is it the ultrasonic?
Yeah. He got weird with it. Like we had to stop using it because he would like not go outside and start peeing in the basement and stuff. Because he associated when he went outside to bark and I would hit it that it was bad. So like, of course he's not going to go outside, right? Because he's smart enough to figure out that I'm going to hit it. But I don't know. Does it feel kind of weird that Amazon is like providing these as far as like how it looks to the public?
I don't know. If I was a Flex delivery person, I'd probably try it out.
Yeah, I'm not asking the perspective from the driver. I'm saying, does it look bad to the public that Amazon is like?
I don't know. It doesn't to me. I mean,
I guess it's 2 sides of the coin, right? You're gonna have people that are like, well, this will teach people to keep their dog up.
Yeah.
But then you're gonna have people being like, oh, you're gonna traumatize my dog.
Well,
exactly.
You're gonna have the irresponsible animal people owners that don't put their dogs up.
Well, I'm worried because I'm pretty sure if they buzz that with my dogs inside the house, they're gonna hear that. So I could see a driver being a kind of a dick and like not liking dogs or like the dogs. Because sometimes I'll deliver and it catches me off guard. They come to that door really fast and hit it. And you stop because you're like, is this guy? You immediately assess, is this dog coming through the door or not?
Sure.
I can see a driver just hitting it, and like that's going to get weird. And everyone's got cameras now too, so I think it might be more of a problem.
Might backfire on them.
Well,
Did you get?
I would say them promoting it
Mm-hmm.
seems like it might backfire. I'm fine if drivers want to use it. I'm not against that by any means.
Yeah. Did you get sent that or?
No, I didn't
Oh.
get one. No,
I didn't.
don't
I
know.
didn't get anything either.
You didn't either. What about
That's
you?
what.
He's
That's
like,
one of the reasons I won't do the early morning. Like I've seen people that have posted pictures or videos that were like, it's pitch black and they're in their car real quick and there's a dog walking around.
Yeah, I mean, some people have their dogs out late at night and they might be sleeping. And I'd rather come up on a person, honestly, that's just chilling than a dog, because that dog's scared. It doesn't know what's going on. They're probably gonna fuck you up.
Well, like I had an Amazon the other day and they said deliver to the back door. So I came around to the back. There's a fence. So I was like, okay. And I went to reach to open it and there was this huge cutout, like a dog door. And I was like, no.
I don't think so.
I will go to the back if it's daylight.
Mm-hmm.
And if there's a gate there, I'm not opening that gate. I will put it right next to the gate. It's too scary. They gave us a free headlamp. Yeah. Did you get that, Faith? I know they said that they were going to give it, but I don't know. I was there. I didn't ask for one at the warehouse. Every time you go to the warehouse, at least I've been doing the same day, they all look fucking pissed.
They wouldn't even give you a vest.
Yeah. I mean, no one, I'm not saying you have to be like doing cartwheels at work. I'm not saying that, but they're just like, RBFs.
Yeah.
Don't fuck with me or I will give you your license back and cancel your block. Like it is.
So,
and I've never seen anyone be rude there. So I don't know. Maybe, I'm not there very much, but
you have to order it online, she said.
Came in 3 days.
Oh yeah. I never got, maybe I don't know if I got that email or not.
Yeah.
I don't know, but again, Bubba Sue said animal cruelty. I feel like something's going to happen and people are going to be pissed about it. Amazon really customer focused. So if you get enough pushback from people emailing in, they're just going to say, hey, you're not allowed to use these anymore.
Sure.
And I support them. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying there might be some,
definitely could be some pushback on that.
Yeah. And drivers, let's face it, some can be jerks and they, use it when they're not supposed to. So, okay. I have no Waymo today. I threw it on there if anyone saw one. So I didn't have one. So
I looked today and I didn't see any new ones.
Yeah, I looked too. And sometimes
they're getting better, man. They're getting better. Not making as many mistakes.
What did I have a pop up? It's starting in Nashville soon.
Yeah, it's with Lyft.
Yeah, we talked about that last week on the Patreon.
Yeah. I'm gonna go down there and try one as soon as I can.
Well, try to get a ride for $35 before you go there, and then you can.
Yeah, my big whopping, man. I've declined so many airport rides.
It's a shame.
I did.
That upfront pricing.
Yeah. I used to get at least, it was like $95 at least from here, and now they're throwing out like $40 to $43. I'm like, not doing it. I got 3 airport offers in one day.
It's a shame, and I wonder if A, the customers are feeling it, not getting the ride, or B, they're just getting a lower class of drivers that does not give a shit.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know. I don't know who's taking it. I really don't know who's taking it, because I guess if you came in, in the last year and you didn't know anything but upfront pricing.
Even so, if you're doing the numbers, if you're looking at the math, even without knowing they didn't know when it was great for. When before all that, when we had the multiplier and everything, and they still take that shit.
Yeah, I think it's just people like, hey man, I need that. That's $42. I need it. I'm gonna take it.
Yeah, but you can't get a ride from there. You can't, right? You're not allowed if you're coming from Kentucky.
No. We can do rides.
You can get a ride. Oh yeah. What?
You just, I've never gotten one anywhere close to coming back to Bowling Green.
Gotcha.
I can do rides in Nashville all day. It was only like the first 6 months I was doing Uber that we couldn't drive in Nashville, and they changed it. But
I remember you talking about something.
Yeah. I've never been able to get one coming back. I've gotten like maybe 20 minutes back toward Bowling Green. That's about as far as I've gotten a ride back. But yeah, it's a shame. It really is. I used to like the long rides. It was great whenever you see those pop up, man. You'd hop on it, and I had 2 or like in the last 3 weeks, I think I've had probably 5 to 7 offers. One was to Fort Campbell, which is even further. And it's like, just not taking them. Not going to do it.
What would be a fair price? Now take away what you were making on that.
Mhm.
What would you do it for? Like, what's your line? 70?
Probably 75.
75.
Probably. I mean,
how long of a drive is it?
It's like 45
I mean,
minutes.
it all depends on traffic. It depends on what time of day and how busy the airport is and all sorts of factors. Because they had a shit show down there about 2 weeks ago on a Monday.
Yeah, what
They
was
had
going on with that? I
all
saw
these people. They said it was all these people were in town for the football game, so they were all trying to leave. There was a huge convention going on that week, so you had all these people trying to come in, and traffic was just it was like a parking lot for like 8-10 hours. Yeah, it was. People were walking from the interstate like to the airport, walking on the side of the road so they wouldn't miss their planes.
God, I'm glad that didn't happen.
Yeah, it didn't happen when y'all left. Yeah,
would have freaking lost my mind.
Oh yeah, it was crazy. People were trying to figure out, was there a big wreck or what was going on, and they said no, it was just kind of a perfect storm of stuff going on.
But we know a few people that would probably take those rides.
Yeah,
like we actually know a few that might take those rides. So I'm just saying, I wouldn't. You're losing money.
I don't even do it here, like the Ann Arbor ones anymore. Like that was, they, 5, 6, 7 times a day. And now I see it and I'm like, you go from $30 to $13 and I'm like,
yeah.
No.
Because from here to Nashville, if there's no, if it was nighttime, not really any traffic, and I picked them up, not on the far northern side of Bowling Green or anything, from here to the airport's probably an hour, 15 minutes. So you're figuring at least 2.5 hours. It's at least, probably 130, 140 miles that you're putting on your car, and they're wanting you to do it for $42.
Yeah. Fuck them.
Yeah.
Cool EDM on TikTok says, have you heard of Ready On?
Have not.
No, I haven't heard of it either.
Ready On?
What is it? Is it another app?
Probably.
I only know of like the blood pressure monitor Ready On.
When I Google it, it says Ready On, the future of frontline work. Ready On is a platform for hiring, offering flexible work arrangements to frontline workers in a modern app. So it sounds like it's like a temp agency, maybe. What's that one I have on my phone? I don't even know why I still have it on there. Gig Spot.
Yeah.
And you can work for DoorDash. Like you can go down. I think you go down to Dashmart and fill orders and stuff. The pays. I mean, it's not horrible. I mean, it's like $18 to $20, something like that.
Yeah, if you need some money in a hurry,
it's guaranteed. That's one thing about gig work. None of it's guaranteed except flex, right? You're going to make whatever that $100 on that route. You don't know how many miles. That's the part you don't know, the unknown. But at least you're going to get that money. It's like a W-2 job. You work these many hours. This is how much you're going to get paid.
Yeah, there's quite a few people that I've given rides to that we'll talk about. They do work on there. Because you'll have some companies, they'll have like 3 days in a row and, they're getting...
On Gig Spot?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not just DoorDash. There's other stuff on there. I don't hate the idea. Like I said, if you're in a pinch. Now, the real question is, do they pay it? Faith's like pressuring me to make a spreadsheet.
I think she's volunteering to make one.
No shit. That's what I say in the, in the meetings when I go to, like, sounds like you're volunteering to do it.
I think so.
For the inside joke, Faith wants me to make a spreadsheet of all the gig apps and rating them and stuff like that. I do have it on my to-do list, and then Bubba Sue follows it up with good one. Fucking double teaming me over here. Not the fun way either. God, what was I just talking about? If you get paid that day, because a lot of people want that same day pay. No, you don't.
No, I think it takes a couple days.
Okay, so that would be kind of shitty. Like I honestly, like a lot of employers, I don't know why they don't do same day pay. Like maybe it's a payroll nightmare. But...
McDonald's does it now.
Oh, do they same day? Really? You like walk out? And you
can right through the app. Yeah, right through the app, and you send your money.
I don't think it shouldn't be that hard. They have the time in, time out. It's just a formula for taxes and deductions, and just done. Send it. Like it's not like they don't have money in the bank.
Yeah,
but who knows? All right, we're screaming along here. 42 minutes in, we got 6 articles on Octopus tablet. You need this. Go to the link in the description. If you're a rideshare driver and you take those $42 rides from Bowling Green to Nashville, you want to make a little extra money. You want a little money on the side because you ain't making money doing that app or doing that ride. They can play trivia. There's lots of games. I feel like I need to update this picture. It's like so old. But the tablet's free, the mount's free, the charger's free, everything's free. You can make roughly, I don't know, $100 a month if you drive a lot. Larry, what's your regular payout now that you're back driving a little bit more?
I'm usually, I'm still drive a whole lot, even when I'm back to driving regularly, it's just like probably 2 days a week. So I'm probably $25, $50 a month.
I mean, shit though. I mean, that's gas money.
Yeah, it's not bad. And yeah, I can take a picture of mine and update the picture, but
Well,
I connected mine back to my Uber app because
Okay.
like they said, that it shows games again. And I have to say, I need to go back and do look at historically over the last 6 or 8 months, but I've 30-something% of my pay last week was tips.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
So people, because that's what they keep claiming, because they can tip on the app. So, which is good if you have the driver up front and there's drunk buddy in the back, and click on there and tip you about $50.
Oh, so they're tipping. You think they're tipping off the tablet?
No, it's it. I mean, that's what they advertise. They can do that,
Yeah.
but I don't know because we're not back there, so we don't see it.
Yeah.
You don't see in your Uber app or where it will tell you like where the tip came from.
I
Like
don't think
during
so.
the ride, like when you get done. Well, it probably wouldn't say you got it from where you got it from.
Or if Octopus shows you like tipped.
Yeah, I haven't seen any stats on Octopus at all about that.
that would be nice.
Yeah, it would be.
They had that.
They could prove what they're saying,
Right.
but they do love the tablet.
They do love it. There's never any negative other than I have had a few people when I drove that the light was really bright.
Yeah.
So I always put it dimmed.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
dim
you
it
can
down
dim
to
it
the low,
down. You
and
can
the
change the
sound-
volume or
The
mute
sound
it.
is down really low because
Mhm.
some people like they don't fucking give a shit and they're drunk and it's too bright for them. So,
Yep.
But all right, Gabe. Nashville Uber driver sues over assault. Questions rideshare safety measures.
I think honestly, basically there was a federal lawsuit against the rideshare company alleging that the driver, she was sexually assaulted by a passenger that Uber failed to protect her and other drivers.
Was this a shared ride? Must have been.
No.
No, the passenger attacked the driver.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
the
bad.
passenger attacked the driver, sexually assaulted her.
Oh, gotcha.
And so it says that the driver picked up an intoxicated passenger in Millersville last September and was assaulted in Hendersonville. And basically the attorney saying that Uber should have used its safety systems to warn her or prevent the trip.
Well,
and I guess I don't know how they would warn. I do feel, because we've talked about this in the past, right? When we've gotten those obnoxiously drunk people where we're like, you should have to solve a puzzle on your phone before you get in my car.
except when you're gonna tip.
Yeah. It
Do
is
one
a
of the
good
two.
thing.
One of the two.
Yeah, I think that is a concern. You know, there's all these safety things to monitor the driver, right? As a rider, you can share your ride, so you're being followed. As a driver, I can too. But like, what if somebody is assaulting you? You know, we've had a Lyft driver who got killed because a guy had a machete. You know, what safety things are in place for drivers? I think that this might spark some conversation going forward. You know, what can you do to protect your drivers?
Yeah,
you know, nobody cares about the driver, right? It's always about the passengers and
the customer, basically, not the
Yeah.
driver.
Yeah, I would like to read what they're asking for, because there is a big quote in here, paragraph from the Tennessee Drivers Union, which is that organization that always is contacting me, trying to get me to join them to vote so I can't drive in Tennessee. So, you know, they said that if Uber really cared about workers who make their platform possible, especially the female workers, they would implement the changes suggested by the suit. So I'm wondering what those changes are. So I'm gonna try to see if I can find out exactly what they're asking for.
Well, didn't you try to reach out to them?
Yeah, because they called me a couple times, and they would leave a message because it was always during the day, and my phone was in my car while I was at work, and they would leave it. And I called them back a couple of times, and I told them we would love to have them on the show, and never got any response. So
all right, I found him on Instagram.
I was going to say the lawsuit also claims that Uber does not adequately monitor riders who may pose threats and fails to act on prior reports. And they said right here that contends that Uber has resisted measures such as dash cams, which I get notifications all the time from Uber asking me if I want to allow them to start recording through my phone. Or women-only ride options to preserve its position that drivers are independent contractors rather than employees. So I don't know, because I don't know if you get that, Larry, when you're giving rides, but I constantly, Uber is like, do you want to record from your phone? Do you want? And I'm like,
no.
No.
I don't do rides, I guess, so I need to shut up on this part of it. But
well, if you did, like, I have a dash cam, so
yeah, same. I don't get many. I'm trying to remember if I get any notifications about. I have in the past about wanting to record, but I don't get a ton of them.
I should see. Well, and Uber does say on there too, it offers in-app safety features like the emergency button, live help from safety agents, and GPS tracking.
Yeah, I think
with rider verification issues.
I think they don't want to add the dash cams, and I think they can pay out a lot of lawsuits before it becomes cost prohibitive to instead of like supplying everyone with dash cams. You know what I mean? Or forcing. Dealing with the litigation with forcing a driver, because a lot of drivers would be like, no, I don't want you to use my phone. Or like you said, the message that says you can record during it. I think dash cams would probably be more important than the recording on the phone because it's there and it blinks a little bit and people will actually see it. No one's going to know that. I mean, other than they send a notification, I guess.
Right. Yeah, right here. I just pulled up. It says record your rides for peace of mind. Recording can provide an added layer of safety. It encourages respectful interactions and may help resolve any potential issues fairly. Don't worry, all recordings are encrypted, which means no one, including Uber, can view the recordings unless you send it to us when reporting a safety issue. And then there's a button to hit set up, and then it walks you through how to set it up. So maybe if you do, maybe it sends an alert or notification to the rider.
Well, it's supposed to do that now because I've registered mine. They say if you own your own dash cam, you can put in there's a place in your account settings that says I have a dash cam, and they say it will notify them when they order the ride, the driver has a dash cam, and I get notifications sometimes. It says this rider may record this ride.
I think I've seen that too.
But let's honestly, like, if you're wasted and you're intoxicated, how many people are going to notice those notifications?
0.
Yeah, because they don't even notice the dash cam. It's hanging right there on the windshield. They don't see it.
I guess it would be interesting to see, and maybe they'll be able to do something with this lawsuit. How many prior reports of situations with riders have happened where there's been no follow-up?
Oh, they're hiding that stuff. They're cooking.
Yeah, we're never going to see that. Yeah. Oh well. Well, hopefully
it's a lot. It's a lot, though. I know there's been. Yeah.
We could do a podcast every week about safety and not run out of content just because it's always going to be an issue, and none of us ever have the answer. I'm not saying like we should have the answer. I'm just saying it's like what can Uber do more for safety? I don't know.
Right. Yeah. Because when we're looking for stories for the week, I mean, we could pull those, like you said, every week. There's always stuff, whether it's a passenger attacking a driver or a driver assaulting a passenger. There's just stories every week somewhere in the country.
And I just think that's just, this sounds weird, but like, it's kind of just the not the cost of doing business. That's not what I mean, but like, it's just the world that is.
It's the way it is.
World. Yeah, I mean, I think the taxi companies have the same problem back even before there was cameras and cell phones. I think all that shit went on. It's
Sure.
no
Can you
diff-
imagine being a taxi driver back in the old days? You had no idea who was getting in your car.
Well,
The
taxi
company had no
drivers
idea.
had cop glass in it, so you
Yeah.
didn't get fucked up. You know what I mean? It had a little
yeah.
slide.
And you had to know where the hell you were going. You didn't have a
Well,
GPS.
I'll take the cop glass over a phone. I can use a fucking map. Like,
See you driving down the road, that big old map folded
yeah,
out.
that big one. Not
Trying
not
to get
the
it
book.
folded back up. Yeah, the big giant one. Yeah.
Oh,
All that
God.
crinkling going on. Huh?
Yeah, that'd be funny. All right, I'm gonna skip around, Larry. I want you to talk. I want to get to those videos, and then I want to talk about the Uber CEO, the real estate thing. I didn't click on it, and I'm curious what
So
he means by that.
they're talking about Uber and all these other companies, experimenting with the self-driving cars, and it's beyond experimenting now. They're bringing them. They are
Yeah.
definitely bringing them. We've always talked about how they're going to do this. They don't want to own the cars. They don't want to, take care of the cars. But right now they're having to do that because they don't have anything else, any other possibilities. So, Dare, before he was CEO of Uber, he was CEO over of Expedia, the travel search site. And so I don't know if y'all know, but most of the hotels, that the big hotels that are out there, they don't own the land or the buildings. A lot of times those are owned by other people, by financial investors. Especially they'll have like these what do they call them? The REITs, real estate investment something. I can't remember what the last letter stands for, but he was talking about that this is something that they could do as far as the rideshare, problem goes, as far as, who's going to own the cars. So he said a decade from now, some investors could play a huge role for companies that use self-driving vehicles. It's become profitable in part because the company has avoided owning many of the most important assets, which are the cars, which obviously we own and we take care of.
Yeah, we were wondering, what Uber's going to do, because the cost of, maintaining those and charging them and cleaning them and stuff, that Uber's not in the car business. And I didn't know I didn't know that they owned that. So they own the building and the land that those hotels
he said
are
the
on?
major hotel brands like Hilton and Marriott don't typically own their hotels. Like other commercial real estate properties, such as shopping malls, hotels are often owned by real estate investment trusts, which are called REITs. So you have people that invest this money. They're the ones who own all the property, because the hotel brands, they just want to run it. They don't want to own. They won't have to worry about that. And so this would be a way you could have a REIT that's investing in rideshare fleets. And I would definitely jump on this because we know, it's an area we're familiar with. And so we feel comfortable doing. I definitely invested money in that.
Yeah. So today I learned, I didn't know that. So basically they're paying rent, like the hotel pays rent to to this person who owns it every month or whatever.
Yep.
That's wild. I mean, I know that happens a lot, like in strip malls and stuff like that, but I thought like if Hilton built a hotel, like they own that land in the building. That's wild.
Yeah. It says these REITs, the trust, real estate trust, typically handle most of the expenses of owning the property, such as maintenance and taxes, and they receive income through rent.
Yeah.
So they're saying, as you said, a decade from now, you could have a similar situation where investors could play that same kind of role for these companies like Uber that use self-driving cars. So the REIT would own the fleet of cars and handle the maintenance and all that kind of stuff, and Uber would just lease them basically.
Why can't we just buy our own car though?
Well, we can do that too, but I think they're talking on a big scale. They're talking big scale.
Yeah, I mean, they talk about investing. Like, I got $20. What does that get me? I'd rather, I'd rather buy a car and then,
right.
Because if you think about it, a lot of people I think with Uber, a lot of people bought new cars and then they pay for their payment with Uber, and then that's it. And then they drive it for
Sure.
their life, and
Sure.
don't do it any other. I think
Yeah.
you could do the same thing with
It
this.
all depends on the level you want to get involved, because you have people who want to own 4 or 5 small properties and be landlords. You've got
Yeah.
other people who don't want any of that hassle. They don't want to deal with tenants or anything. So those invest their money in a
I
real
see.
estate trust, and all that money goes, is pulled together and buys these properties. So there's all sorts of different kind, like Faith is talking about, there's different kind of REITs. So there's ones that invest in hospitals and prisons, hotels, there all these different kind of investments. There's a big one, I forget the name of it now. But they invest in like high-end art, things like that. So
Okay.
you don't want to go out and buy a painting, but these paintings increase in value over time. So I want to put my money in with a bunch of other people and we'll buy it together.
Yeah.
So they're talking, I think, a big fleet of cars, but I think they will also be open to having individual people. If you have a car, you want to put it on the Uber platform. Why would they not do that?
And to your point too, these are large sums of money, and they don't want to fuck, because if we have our own car, we're gonna have to mess with the cleaning and the charging. Like, they don't want to deal with that. They just want to, here's 20 or $2 million, fucking do it. You know what I mean?
Give me a return on my income.
Yeah. I don't know. We've said all along, depending on the cost of the car, I would be interested in investing, if depending on the return. If I'm making $10 a day, obviously I'm not going to do that. But if I can run that fucker for 6-8 hours, make a couple $100 a day, maybe. Probably not. Gabe said.
I would need to make sure that they are well, it's a well-oiled machine, because what about liability then? Does that come back
That's a good
on?
point. Yeah, I would think we would be on the hook for that. So maybe you'll see, instead of individuals, like the Gig Economy podcast buys 3 cars, and it's a little LLC with a little umbrella, so that we have a little protection, instead of like an individual buying 1 car and then have to paying all this. Yeah, that's a good point about the insurance. Yeah, because it's going to come on. Uber's, we're going to pay maybe a fee. Well, they get their fee when they take the ride. We don't have to pay them anything.
So there we go. We've got three cars for the gig economy. We each have one.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, might as well. We pool our money for the insurance and we retire in Tahiti.
Let's rock and roll. Let's do it.
Let's rock and roll. What are we waiting for? God damn it. I already got an LLC. Probably not for that, though. All right. Well, we'll wrap it up. I have to pee like a racehorse. Lots on Patreon tonight, 8-10 p.m. You can still join now. Get a 7-day free trial. Go to patreon.com/the Gig Econ Podcast. There you can sign up for a 7-day trial. We got a video. We got another picture. We got drone talk. All that good stuff. So,
lots of good stuff.
Plans for the weekend for gig work, Gabe? Yes, I'm sure. I mean,
Yes.
You're a full-time worker, so it's like
I haven't been doing rides, but I might, because they're having their first concert ever at the U of M Stadium.
Oh, who is it?
Never had a concert there?
They've never had a concert.
Wow.
What are they waiting for?
So they're actually I feel like this is going to open the door.
Who's coming? What are they?
Yeah,
doing?
who's the first person?
I think it's a country singer, Zach Bryan.
Okay.
Zach Bryan, yeah.
Yep.
I mean, that place
and
sits
John Mayer.
110,000.
Yeah, Zach Bryan and John Mayer. So
Okay.
Oh, that's a weird.
but it's Saturday, so it's the first. So we'll see. I can imagine that it'll probably go very well. They'll enjoy all of the money, and there will be many, many more.
Yeah.
2 questions. One, why did they wait so long? Maybe they didn't want their turf fucked up or something. I don't know, because
well, they didn't start serving alcohol until recently at the stadium. So now that they're selling alcohol, I can imagine that's probably what helped the situation. Yeah.
Also, do they still have the internet connection problem? Do you remember Jeffrey Barron's, Gabe, from when you were in Grand Rapids? Him and I a couple of times went to Ann Arbor. I know you'd know him if you saw his picture. But anyways, him and I went there one time doing a day game. And when we got down towards the stadium, our phones stopped working.
It's not as bad. But I also use Xfinity now instead of AT&T. AT&T, my phone, it locks up a lot.
Yeah, 'cause
The-
there's just
the
so many
congestion.
people on the service.
Yeah,
Right.
the congestion is really bad. That's still a problem. They haven't added any towers.
Okay. Because that would make me nervous, even for that show, like being down there and just like if you would pick somebody up and you try to start the ride, it would just spin.
Mhm.
Yep.
So you'd literally drive like a quarter of a mile for free
Yeah.
because you had to accept it and you didn't kind of know where you're going. So I let them know. I'm like, hey, I'm just having
Yeah.
internet.
Yeah.
And then I would kind of drive out and then all of a sudden pick up. And then you might be a little off path, but like you'd get them where they needed to go.
Yeah, you tell them, you're like, hey, can you point me the direction we need to
Yes.
start going, and
Yes.
so until this picks up, because otherwise we're flying blind here.
Yeah, exactly. Because nothing's loading and it's just
Yeah.
spinning. So
Yep.
that made me nervous. And when it started doing that a lot, I fucking drove back to Grand Rapids.
Yeah. So
I'm
I
ready.
might start taking some rides again. I don't know.
Do it.
And
Do
it's the congestion and the traffic.
Drunks.
And you know what? I will take a drunk person from Ann Arbor anytime over a drunk person in a Grand Valley drunk kid.
I mean, we're talking the concert though. It's gonna be a different.
True.
It ain't gonna be college kids. It's gonna be grown ass adults.
Well, you can let all those other people work the concert, and you go work the other side of town where nobody's at. and
Oh yeah,
get
work
all the
work
rides.
the outskirts, the suburbs.
Yeah.
Right out
That's
there.
that's what I do usually. But I think this is at night. I'm a grandpa. I go home. I go to bed. I was passed
I know
out
you-
at like 8:22 last night.
You guys got to be home when the streetlights come on.
Exactly. We're not fucking young.
We put in our hard hours during those times years ago. We've
Yeah.
earned the privilege to stay home and chill.
I know. I always tell people they're like, you don't drive anymore. I'm like, bro, I got 8,000 rides. 6 of them were at 2 a.m. I'm done with that. Yeah, I'm not doing that anymore.
Yeah, I think I'm at like 24,000. Like,
Yeah, that's fucking insane. So, all right, join us on Patreon, and as always, don't put up anyone's bullshit.
and don't be a dick.
And we'll see you on the road.
Night, everybody. Larry's having internet trouble.